Alright, how's it going everyone? So we're going out for a fish. It's a beautiful day, like it is a glass out. The ramp was absolutely packed. We've got a low tide this afternoon, so I figured I'll put in a little bit later. And it's about, I think 10:30 now. We got a low tide around 2. So our plan is we're going to go up, we're going to get on some flats, throw some big lures around and see if we can tempt some of these big girls. So let's get into it, let's see how we go. Running like a brim. Oh no, it's our first little floodie. There we are, we found what we're after. Been going for about an hour and a half. We got 6 to 8 brim. Now we got our first floodie. Hooked him in the front of the lip, so we should be right just to lift this guy in, but looks like he's about 38, so he's not legal, but we'll grab a measure. If he's 40, we're going to tag him. There you go, it's gone 38. So legal size in Queensland is 40, but we're letting everything go anyway. That's what he came on, just that 3.5 inch grub. So we may be at a stage now in the tide where these fish are coming down off the flats and into these drop-offs. We were fishing down there more, but all we were getting were those brim. They're a good sized brim, like they're a lot of fun while you wait for the flathead to come on. But I think we've probably got a better chance up in here now. So we'll throw this a little bit longer. If we get another flathead, we'll start picking up the lure size. It's easy to throw this into the wind because it's such a light setup. That bigger stuff is a little bit harder. But this is a 1/4 jig head, which is big, but look at the wind we're dealing with. It's easy to punch that right in there, see, and I can get it just on that drop off. And that's where he was sitting. But you look, all that water, there's one. All that water has to drain down. Oh, lost him. That was a flathead, you could tell by the take, and then he just swam with it. So I might try and put another one in there. Yeah, all of that water up there has to drain down here. So kind of makes sense why they are here. Like that's a huge flat and probably, what's that, about 100 mil of water until it's all down. So all those bait fish, everything's got to come down that flat that's up here and literally into this little section here. Now we got that flat draining and we know that there's flathead getting around. What we're going to do is we're going to change over. Throw the jerk bait for a little while. That's if I can get this into that wind, and then we're probably going to step it up to like some topwater stuff. And I've got a swim bait. Oh, there we go. So that second cast, we're on. He's a good sized fish, as long as he doesn't throw the lure. There that fella is, he has gone 47. So he's a good sized fish. We've tagged him and we'll just let him straight go. Spear him, off he goes. If I get a better one, I'll get out the bigger camera, but not for that size. That's what he hit. So it's just a mid diver. It's like a trout pattern. He really engulfed that, but that's good. That's 3 flathead we've picked up in this little region here. So 3 fish hooked up, 2 landed. This is a floater as well, so it'll dig down, rise up. Let's keep pushing up here where this water's sort of funneling out. See if we can get some more, but we got this whole section to fish, so you know, we got options right now, which is great. He was straight on that though, wasn't he? There we go. Another one straight on. This one's little. Let's rip him in. Slide him straight in. Another little one. Not even going to bother tagging the little fish like this, just let them go. Just works out easier. Goes to show you though, they not afraid to hit a lure that's pretty much their size. Well, I think it's time we go to a bigger lure now. So we know the jerkbait works, won't persist with it. We're going to step it up. So this is a 130mm lure. It's our Topwater lure. What's going on there? So that last guy came out, you can see there's these little channels here. He was sitting in those channels. My sounder was just going off because we're only in less than 2 foot of water now. But it's interesting because I fished all this just before. If you can remember, well, I may or may not have shown it, but at the very start, all this was covered in flat, right? We fished it. We didn't catch anything on it, but we gave it a good fish, you know? Now that water's receding, there's actually stuff here willing to play. There we go. As soon as it hit the water, we're on. This one feels a bit better. Yeah, he's actually he's a good fish. Well, it's kind of hard to tell because we may have pulled the front hook and hooked him in the belly. He seems to be coming in sideways at the moment. Yeah. We got him in the side and the front, that's why he's pulling weird, adding so much weight. So we got him, he is just on the edge of 50. So he's a gorgeous little fish. And gob on him. Chuck him back. He's been tagged. All he came on, a bent minnow. So that there is 130mm. They're expensive lure, they're like 40 bucks, and all we've been doing is just ripping it straight up into the shallow water, just twitching it down, and we're in 1.5 foot here. He would have to be in 1/2 foot of water, if that, so that's why I opted for this lure. We did have the jerkbait rigged up, but it's just smacking to the bottom too much, so we'll keep going through this region. I've been getting a lot of 40s and 50s lately out of here. I don't think the bigger fish are in here, but I do have the big lures just in case, so we're going to persist with this size. Hopefully we can get something bigger. There's, got him. Just tried a little bit deeper just to see, and yeah, we picked one up. Haven't seen him yet. Hey, he's a good size. Just try and ripping it a little bit deeper, chucking up current with the wind and bringing it back. It's not bad, he's about that same size. That high 40 range, same as, there's he's gone 51. He was just caught parallel to us here, so he's actually the biggest fish of the day. So 51 on that bent minnow, great condition, sent him straight back. All right, that is us done. We're gonna head back to the ramp. It really just died off after I caught that last fish and said I'll sit down, have something to eat, and waited the tides turned and started running in across this flat. The water's dropping down, but it's just real dirty water. There's just heaps of bait, dirty water, and yeah, the flathead just don't want to bite. So I'm not gonna sit here and persist. I've got to head home, so yeah. It's time to head off. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.